guys and welcome back to Team Guide Light English channel. So this is the new Ford EcoSport top end fully feature rich titanium S trim, and we are going to share a most detailed walk around review, and we are going to talk about service cost, about technical specification comparison, engine option comparison, along with that on-road price comparison. So it will be a most detailed walk around review that you have seen before. So make sure to hit the subscribe button right away and click the bell icon as well, and don't forget to like this video. So this is the front fascia of new Ford EcoSport Titanium S top end trim, and it is available with petrol manual and diesel manual. And guys, right up front we get HID projector headlamp with LED daytime running lights. There is automatic headlamp function, follow me home and lead me to the vehicle function. And furthermore, this projector is used for low beam and reflector is used for high beam. And headlamps are supremely powerful. Over here you can see there is fog lamp along with integrated turn indicators. So this is basically a very sporty variant. So we also get skid plate in black color. Furthermore, roof is in black color as well. It is a black color vehicle, so you can't really differentiate between the black roof and the body color. But there are a lot of black elements which are used. Even the cabin is in black finish. So up front we have got disc brakes, on rear there are drum brakes, and suspension setup is absolutely perfect. So XUV 300 and Ford EcoSport in this segment are most capable. They can do soft roading as well, and both these cars have excellent suspension setup. Although Ford EcoSport has better suspension setup than XUV 300, and water weighting is 550 mm in Ford EcoSport, so it is really a very capable SUV. Along with that, build quality is notch above. So these are 16 inches alloy wheels, and they are looking stunning. These are 205/60 R16, and there is side body cladding. There is no wheel arch cladding, but you can install as an accessory later on. These are wing mirrors with turn indicators. So there is puddle lamp beneath ORVM, and it is auto folding wing mirror. So if we lock the car, these will automatically close, along with puddle lamp will turn off, and if we unlock the car, it will open and puddle lamp will glow. And there are black color roof rails as well. We get sunroof, and there is water glass. And if the car is unlocked, you can directly open the fuel lid, and it is of plastic, not of metal. And that's the rear look. So black color is looking really very fabulous. Even best color on Ford EcoSport are black, grey and white. And you can easily do soft roading with this car. It has 550 mm of water weighting and very good approach angle as well as departure angle. Furthermore guys, service cost of petrol as well as diesel up to 10 years, you can see on your display screen. This is the exact service cost. So on rear bumper you can see there is reversing light along with reflectors. There are 4 sensors placed. Along with that, license plate lights are in halogen. This is full size spare alloy wheel, which is of 16 inches. Ford EcoSport badging. Then we have got rear wiper anti-fogger, titanium S badging, and to open the tailgate we just have to press this switch. So electric trunk opening is available, and this is the total cargo area. Very well shaped. We have also got this parcel tray, and over here there is a boot lamp along with grocery hook, and there is a grocery hook here as well. And you can see this tray. So this tray is separable, which means you can like adjust in 3 levels. So this is level 1, you can put it like this. This is level 2, and this is level 3. So it is called Ford Cargo Management System. So basically you can separate the other luggage area with the luggage placed beneath it. So it is quite nice. Also we have got 60-watt split function. In case you want to extend the boot space, we have always an option. So we have to remove this tray right away. So like after removing this tray, you can just pull this one, and this is 40% part, this one is 60% part. And there is child isofix mounts as well. So this is a total cargo area in Ford EcoSport, and we can also further fold down the seat so we can make a complete flat bench out of it. Let's shut this door. So the current average monthly sale of all the compact SUVs you can check on your display screen, and this variant also gets Ford connected car technology. The list of features are on your display screen. So here is the complete technical specification comparison. So Ford EcoSport dimension comparison, along with that it has got a boot space of 352 liters, fuel tank capacity 52 liters, healthy ground clearance of 200 mm, turning radius 5.3 meters, and curve weight is between 1188 kg to 1309 kg. So there are 7 color options on offer, which are Canyon Ridge, Lightning Blue, Diamond White, Moondust Silver, Race Red, Absolute Black, and Smoke Grey color. So the curve weight of all the variants of Ford EcoSport you can check on your screen. And this SUV has a tank-like build quality, that is the level of build quality over here. And these are all the safety features of this fully loaded top-end trim. It gets all the bells and whistles. So guys, let's open the hood right away. So basically it's a front wheel drive vehicle. We get 2 engine option, 1.5 liter 3-cylinder petrol engine with manual and automatic gearbox, and 1.5 liter 4-cylinder diesel engine with only manual gearbox. But this top end trim only gets petrol manual and diesel manual. There is no automatic on offer. For automatic you can offer titanium plus trim. So there are sound deadening materials used on firewall and over here as well. And if we check underneath, so the petrol Ford EcoSport doesn't get any underbody engine guard or underbody protection kit, but we can install it later on. Also Ford EcoSport diesel has that underbody engine guard, but anyways we get this beneath protection as well as mud flap. So here is the complete engine option comparison. The first engine on Ford EcoSport is 1.5 liter TDCi tried and tested 4-cylinder diesel engine. It generates about 99 bhp of power and 215 Nm of torque. It has got 5-speed manual gearbox, not 6-speed manual gearbox, and it has a claimed mileage of 21.7 kmpl. And the second engine is 1.5 liter TI VCT 3-cylinder petrol engine. It has got 121 bhp of power and 149 Nm of torque. There is 5-speed manual as well as 6-speed automatic on offer. Manual has a mileage of 15.9 kmpl and automatic has a mileage of 14.7 kmpl. And there is no 1 liter turbo on offer. And the on-road price of all the variants of Ford EcoSport you can check on your display screen. So let's get in right away. And before that guys, you can see this wing mirror. So if you see very carefully, there is a line over here on right hand side, this part. So this part is convex mirror, which will give you a wider view, which will work as a blind spot, and it is really nice touch. So this is the key of Ford EcoSport with lock and unlock switch. There is no tailgate switch on offer, and we have got smart passive keyless entry, which is quite intelligent feature. So key should be in your vicinity or in your pocket. And if you want to lock the car, you just have to tap it like this. The car will be locked. And if you want to unlock the car, we just have to hold the grab handle. You can do it on driver side or co-driver side either. And it is super convenient. Only high-end luxury car gets this smart passive keyless entry feature. And push start button is also available. So this is the dashboard of Ford EcoSport top end trim. We have got all black theme, which is very sporty and fabulous. Fit and finish quality is notch above. Even attention to detail, you can see there are chrome switches over here, chrome touches. Along with that, all these controls, even the sunroof control is illuminated. Even rear power window controls are also illuminated. So there is hardly any cost cutting which you will notice in this car. So all black cabin is available, along with there are orange accents. So you can see the orange accents over here, orange stitching over here, orange stitching over here, orange accents on center console as well as door panels. So black color carpeting, light grey color roof is available. These are leather seat upholstery. In center we get fabric, which is quite good as well, because in summers it won't get too much heated and we won't sweat much, because fabric is always better. And these are the rear seats. So there is height adjustment for driver side seat as well, and there are sporty alloy pedals. Along with that we have got clutch footrest, and there is ambient light as well. So we have got 7 color ambient light, which is available only on front footwell. And this is the front door. We have got speaker, single bottle holder over here, second bottle holder over here, and there is cushioned leather armrest along with the orange accents, and it is in matte finish. All 4 power windows are available, all controls are illuminated. Driver side is auto down along with auto up and anti-pinch function. There is Trueter black color inside door handle. This is power door lock switch, which is available on both driver side and co-driver side. So let's get in right away. Also, this is the sunroof, one touch electric sunroof, and that's how wide it opens. So you can't compare a normal sunroof with a panoramic sunroof. Panoramic sunroof opens up to a different dimension. So let's get in and close this door. And if you look towards this side, so we have got headlamp controls over here. This is for automatic headlamp, and headlamp leveler is here. So this is headlamp leveler, which is quite cleverly placed. There is fog lamp switch over here, and this is to adjust the illumination of the cabin. So we can adjust the illumination from here, as you can see. So this is the steering wheel. It is super sporty, leather wrap steering wheel, 3 spoke, and there are cruise controls over here. These are MID controls. Over here we have got the audio controls, Bluetooth calling controls, and steering wheel has adjustment. So it has tilt adjustment, and telescopic is also available. So tilt and telescopic adjustment although is available right from the base trim, which is very thoughtful. There are wiper controls over here, headlamp controls over here. This is the instrument cluster with huge size MID screen, and it can be operated with these switches. So you can see we have got dual trip meter over here, trip 1 and trip 2. Also the values you can see over here, you can change that as well. So over here it is showing average, which is mileage. Then we have got kilometers driven, distance to empty over here, and how much liter of fuel is used per hour, that is also getting displayed. So if you want, you can change the values as well. Also we have got gear shift indicator as well as outside temperature display, total kilometers driven, and you can reset the values, you can configure the view. So trip odometer, which means total kilometers driven. If you don't want this, you can unselect this. If you want trip timer, you can select this one. If you don't want average fuel consumption, you can deselect it, and you can select average speed maybe. So it depends on your preference. You can completely configure this screen. Average speed, distance to empty, average fuel consumption, instant fuel consumption. It displays everything over here. You can see the view has been changed, so it has been configured according to our preference. Furthermore, we have got my view option, which will display digital live speed, and there are other options as well. You can display fuel economy, trip computer or audio, and calm screen if you don't want to display anything. So we will go with trip computer and audio. So what music you are playing, it will show it right away, and if device is connected, someone is calling, it will also display over here. There are some settings, so information, so Ford My Key information, and then tire pressure information. So we have got tire pressure monitoring system. So it will display tire pressure of all 4 tires, but not the 5th spare tire, which is not usually done in this segment. You can change the language over here. Then we can change the measurement unit, kilometers per liter, to liters per 100 kilometer, and so on. Temperature unit, tire pressure unit. Then driver assistance, we can turn off the hill start assist as well as rear parking camera, vehicle settings. So we can turn off the alarm, sounds, lighting system. We can set the headlamp delay, So we can set it to 10 second, 20 second or 120 seconds as per your convenience. You can set it. Along with that, there are lock setting as well. So if you don't want the car to get automatically locked after a certain speed, you can deselect that as well. And there are other mirror setting as well. So if you don't want auto fold ORVM function, you can deselect this one. And there are wiper settings, so automatic wiper setting and so on. So this instrument cluster is super informative as well as very functional. And there is a subwoofer over here which sounds amazing. And guys, this is 8 inches touchscreen infotainment system with 4 speakers and 2 front tweeters. It supports USB, Bluetooth, radio. Along with that, we have got Sync 3 connectivity, voice command connectivity, and furthermore we have got Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. There is outside temperature display over here. We can connect the Wi-Fi as well. And the touch response of this system is brilliant. And you can see there are various settings over here. So the system will get automatically updated. There are vehicle settings, camera setting, basic camera setting. If you want to delay the camera, you can delay that. And display setting, night mode, day mode, brightness and so on. Voice control setting, valet mode, which is quite nice. So if you are giving your car to the valet, you can limit the number of features he can control or she can control, which is again very useful, very functional. And this is ambient light. So front foot will get this ambient light only. There are no ambient light on the doors and as well as on rear footwell. So there are total 7 color ambient lighting: icy blue, orange, soft blue, red, green, blue and purple. And I am really impressed with the touch response. It feels extremely premium. And the response of this display is even better than Kia Sonet. And moving on, there is fully automatic climate control system. Lowest temperature is 15.5, highest is 29.5. And in this segment, we don't get any lower temperature than 15.5. So it is very nice. AC cooling is very efficient, but we don't get any rear AC vent. If there would have been a rear AC vent, cabin cooling could have been a bit faster. But anyways guys, overall AC efficiency is quite good. You can also opt for max AC option to maximize the cooling. And furthermore, whenever we adjust the temperature or this fan, we get display over here, which we don't get in the lower trims. So this is also a nice touch. Along with that, there are 2 illuminated USB ports. There is a traction control switch over here, and there is some storage space as well. So you can place your smartphone like this. And there is 12-volt SSD socket. And let's slot the reverse gear. So this is the display of sensors. This is the camera display. Guidelines are adaptive, thankfully, and we have got zoom function as well. So it gets a very wide view, not one of the clearest view, but very wide view. So there are some bottle holders over here, armrest get this pen holder and a very deep storage. So storage pocket is very deep and it is bit narrow, not on a wider side, but it is very usable. And you can also place your smartphone over here. So there are a lot of clever and smart storage spaces around the cabin. Even you can see the glove box. Glove box is huge. There is a tablet holder, it gets illumination, a pen holder. So there is dual compartment. And over here we have got vanity mirror, a manual lamp, and there is no vanity mirror or auto illustrate holder over here. There is auto dimming inside rear view mirror, and here is the sensor for automatic wipers. There are 3 cabin lamp, 1, 2 and 3, and this is sunroof control, switch is illuminated. This is sunglass holder. So let's get on to the rear seats, and whichever door is open we get reminder, like driver's side door open. If boot is open, then we also get the reminder for boot, which means tailgate. But if bonnet is open, we don't get any reminder. Other than that, we also get low fuel reminder, handbrake reminder and so on. And you can see these ambient lighting. And the door itself feels very rugged, very heavy. It has a strong thud when you close it. So this is the rear door. There is a speaker over here, bottle holder, then illuminated power window controls. There is cushioned leather armrest, child safety door lock, and this is the rear seat. So we have got two adjustable headrests. Along with that, there is center armrest between cup holder space. And behind front seats, you can see both these seats have got pocket for magazine and newspapers. There is no rear AC vent on offer. There is no grab handle over here or over here. And we have got this cabin lamp. And along with that, if you look over here, there is a 12-volt accessory socket. And that's how the dashboard looks like. So guys, make sure to check other walkarounds on the channel. And if you want a particular walkaround of any car, any variant, you can mention that as well in comment section below. Make sure to like this video as well. I will see you in the next one, guys.